This conference will now be recorded.
See, in the last class, we talked about how to handle drop-down list. So that is what we have seen. Okay. Now, our special scenario is how to select the option randomly. How to select the option randomly. So generally, whenever I do interview, I'll ask this question. If there is a drop down, I want to select the options in a random manner. If I say random manner means it is going to pick the value during runtime. So what value it is going to select, we don't know. And even system also don't know till the running. At the time of running only, you will come to know what is the option it is going to select. See, if you want to know that random option, first of all, you should know how to generate the random number. Once you generate the random number, based on that random number, you can pass the value to the select class. Okay. So what I'll do is, let me create a new class called random number. So first of all, you should know how to generate the random number. See, to generate the random number, there is a class called random class. There is a class called random class. That random class which is present in the Java util package. The random class which is present in the Java util package. Random class. So create object for random class. So random r is equal to new random. See, the random class which is present in the Java util package. See, using this random class, we can work with all types of data types. Okay, you can work with integers, you can work with the floats, you can work with the doubles, strings, characters, everything. So according to our requirement, in the drop down list, let's say there are 13 options are there. So 13 is the integer number. So here we are going to work with how to generate the random number with integer type. So in the R, in the random class, there is a method called next int. In the random class, there is a method called next int. Let's say if I give 100, it is going to generate the number in between 0 to 99. It is going to generate the number in between 0 to 99. Next int 100. See, next int what it returns? It returns integer. It returns integer. Let's say one number. So let me print it. So there is a class called random class. There is a class called random class. And inside it, there is a method called next int. Inside it, there is a method called next int of 100. So here I'm giving the maximum value. That means in if I give 0 to if I give 100 means it is going to generate the number in between 0 to 99. If I give like 50, it is going to generate the number in between 0 to 40. I'm just giving an example. So let us run the program. Now see what value it is generating: 16, 19, 32, 33, 93, 86, 14. So what value it is going to generate, we cannot expect it. So at the time of running only, we will come to know what is the value it is generating. So once you get this number, you need to use this number in our select method. So based on that, the corresponding option it is going to generate. So to generate a random number, there is a class called random class, which is present in the Java util package. Okay. Okay. Right. So now based on this concept, now let me create a new scenario. So that is called random selection. That is called random selection. So we require this one, and we require the number of options also. And those who missed this class, just please watch the last Friday class. That means your Friday. That means my Saturday. Okay. I I explained how to handle drop down list. Now see, under Facebook application, we are working with month drop down, and since it is a select, so we are creating an object for the select class, and here the number of options. So here the number of options is 30. In that drop down, there are 13 options are there. Okay. Now here, so first what we will do, first we need to generate the random number. Random r is equal to new random. The random class which is present in the Java util package. R dot R dot next int, because we are working with int, right? So next int. So here bound. What is the boundary value? The number of options. See here, I don't want to give like 13 or 14 or 15 or something, whatever it is. So today it may be 13, tomorrow it may be like 100 or 200, whatever it is. So what I want to do is, so here I am getting the number of options. That number of options I am passing here. I don't want to hard code the values. So next int, it returns integer. Random number. Okay, so once you get the number, then select option based on index. So cell dot select by index. Now here, whatever the number you are passing, that you should pass it to the that you should pass it to the method, because out of these three methods there is a method called select by index. That method only which is accepting values. Out of these three methods, there is a method called select by index. That method which is accepting only values. Okay. Now see, let us run the program. Just before that, wait for 5 seconds. Thread dot sleep 5000, close application. So driver dot close. Now see, it selected June. It selected July. So the number totally it is 13. So it is going to generate the number in between 0 to 12. So this time it is selecting 7. The corresponding 7 value is July. Now it selected May. The random number is 5. Again selected July. Okay. So this is the way we need to select the option in the random manner. So, so this is about random selection. Okay. So those who did not attend the class last Saturday, so please watch the recorded session. Okay. So how you can select the options in the drop down. The next scenario is how to capture the screenshot of the page. Capture screenshot. How to capture the screenshot. dev.salesforce.com. Wait for 5 seconds. Thread.sleep. Close application. So now, how to capture the screenshot. To capture the screenshot, there is a method called get screenshot as method. There is a method called get screenshot as. So capturing screenshot. So right, driver dot get screenshot as. Driver dot get screenshot as. Output to type. You see, I want to see the screenshot in the form of file, either JPG or PNG or JPEG, something like that. I want to see the screenshot in the form of file. So I'm going to use the method called get screenshot as, and here I'm going to mention the output type I should be captured in the form of file. So output type in the, there is something like file format. Okay, now, so get screenshot as method, what it returns file. It returns file. So let's say SRC. Just a second, Mary.
This conference will now be recorded.
See, get screenshot as method, it returns a file. Okay, so file. Actually, this file is coming under Java IO package. Import Java IO package. Now you capture the screenshot, okay. But after that, you have to see the file in some location. So whatever you capture the screenshot, you need to place in some location. So for that, we are going to use a class called file handle. See, file handler. This file handler is implemented by different packages, different classes. So what we want is, we need to import which is related to Selenium. org.openqa.selenium.io, just import it. And then there is a method called copy. And here the source and the destination. Source is SRC. So that means which file you want to copy, and then where you want to copy, new file, file handler dot copy, and then here to save it in some location, and here you should provide new file, the file location. So let's say what I'll do is, I'll try to create some folder called screenshots. Try to create some folder called screenshots. So I wanted to store in this location. I wanted to store in this location. And then here, let's say I'm storing a file name called salesforce.png. You're storing the file called salesforce.png. Okay, the first one is it captures the screenshot, and the second one is it is saving the screenshot. So to save the file, there is a class called file handler. Under that, there is a method called copy. And then it is asking one is which file and then which location. To specify the location, again, you need to use new file object. And inside it, you need to provide the path of the Java and then with file name dot extension. Okay, right click, run as Java application. What is this? Yeah, developer. Right click, run as Java application. So this is the screenshot. So in this folder, you will see with salesforce.png. So what you can do is right click, refresh it. Now see, under here, there is a file called salesforce.png. Now just go and see. Now see, the screenshot is captured. Whatever it is appearing on the page. Okay. Yeah. Any doubts?
No doubts.
Right. Yeah. Others? Srividya, Rosie, Saira.
No.
Right. Okay. So this is about capturing the screenshot. Right. Navigation comments. See, there is another small scenario, that is how to get the position of the element in the web page. That position you are going to get it in the form of X and Y coordinates. On the page, on the web browser, on the web page, on which position the element is located. Nobody is going to ask in the interview point of view, but conceptually they provided a concept called get position. So how will you get the position of the an element? How will you get the position of the element? Okay, so I already have right. How will you get the position of the element? Right, right. So let's say I'm using Facebook application. In the Facebook application, I'm trying to find out the username. You are trying to find out the username. So this is the, I captured the element. I captured the element. That means I am finding this element, username. Now see, once I get the element, in which position it is present. That means in this page, in what is the position of this username, and that means the total page is made up of with pixels. In this screen, this username and password where it is present. So to tell the location, we are going to capture in the form of x and y coordinates. Now see, this is the element. So the position, what it is representing is, it is giving the location of the element with the top leftmost corner of the location, x and y. Now see, here it is going to point out this location, the top leftmost corner of the position, so which is giving x and y coordinates. The top left and rightmost corners, sorry, so here the top leftmost corner, wherever it is started, that position it is giving you. So to get that, so first you need to find out this username, that means the element, username dot get location. There is method called get location. So it is getting the location of the element. That get location, it contains two, one is x and y. So get location, what it returns programmatically point which contains x and y coordinates. To get the x coordinate, point dot get x. There is a method called get x. Now point is pointing by with the reference called p dot get x. And then for the y coordinate, p dot get y. So with this, you can capture both x and y coordinates. With this, they both captured x and y coordinates. Now see, in that page, that element is present under 621Y33 position. But in my experience, I never get chance to use this location, get location method, but conceptually they provided this method. If you want to get the location of a particular element where it is present, so there is a method called get location. That get location, it returns point, and the point which contains x and y coordinates. So to get those x and y coordinates, get x and get y. Okay. So using that, you can capture the location of the element. Okay. So similarly, whatever the element you are trying to find out, if you want to get it, so the same concept you need to apply. Yeah. Any doubts? Right? Okay. Yeah. So, so tomorrow we will talk about how to handle alerts concept. So how to handle alerts or some kind of pop-ups. So that we will discuss it tomorrow.